Hi YouTube, so today is the day. We're gonna be doing our body work, refinishing our body work. Well, we're gonna sand that down, get it prepped for paint. Take these off here, take those off as well. Put that red Scotch pad on it. I'll prep both of those fenders. Like I said in the previous video, what all we was gonna paint, not the whole fender. All right, so we gonna start on this hood right here. I already been scuffing a little bit on it. So I have self-etching primer on it and some sandable primer also out the can that I put on it, as well as that, of course, both of those fender wells also. All right, so we're gonna prep everything, red Scotch pad. We're gonna do this core support as well. We're gonna get a lot of that rust out, treat it for rust, let it sit and get it prepped for paint. Then we'll hang it from the ceiling. And then we'll go out to the vehicle and get the deck lid off of it. Prep the inside of it and prep the under part of the deck lid, and we'll start painting. All right, so we're gonna get busy so y'all can see this color. All right, got my paint there. Everything ready to go. All right, we're gonna spray this sandable primer on these fender wells here. I already done this one, got that one finished. Spray this one, let it dry. And we're gonna use that red scuff pad, scuff everything. All right. All right, so I'm gonna do pretty much one round. Let it dry. Give it probably about 45 minutes to an hour. Let it dry. I'll jump on something else while it's drying, and then we'll come back and scuff on it. Get it prepped. So we'll jump on this core support here. We'll jump on that core support. And then we'll come back to this. All right, take this 320 by hand, go inside these grooves right here, all the way around. And this will be ready. We'll be done with that one. We'll be done with both fenders. We'll do the deck lid and core support, then that fender wheel. Then we'll go out there to the vehicle itself. All right. Get these keys out my shirt. Make me look all like something going on over here. All right. We're gonna go by hand, like I said. We're gonna get my mask. We'll start this up. All right, so what I was doing there was getting in those grooves here. See that rust in there? So that 320 was good enough to break up that rust. We're gonna blow it out with the air hose, and we're gonna treat that rust. And then we'll go with some self-etching primer on these bare metal spots that you see here. And then we'll go with some little bit of sandable primer in there also. Just work up all that rust. That's all we done on that. 320 was perfect grit for that. Like normally we'll do it just with this red scuff pad. So after we do that sandable primer, we'll go with this red scuff pad back over. All right. So right now that's in the fender well right here is about dry. It's dry enough to touch, but I'm gonna give it an hour, like I said, so it's about 20 more minutes. We're gonna sand that with that red scuff pad, and those two will be ready. Like I said, we'll treat that rust on here. Those two fenders there already. This will be ready. Then we're down to that deck lid. And this core support. Then we're going to the vehicle. We'll prep it all, wax and grease removal. And we'll begin the paint process. All right, so let me get this air hose hooked up, blow it out. We're gonna self-etch prime it, and then we'll go sandable prime it. All right, so we're gonna go with the rust treatment. We're gonna pour it in there this time in those slots, and we're gonna brush it in and let it sit for about 30 minutes, and then we'll wipe it off and go with the rest of the process. All right. All right, so we're just gonna use this evapor rust again. Pour it in those slots. Just a little bit. All right. And we'll brush it in. It should be enough to do the whole. Scuff that, this red one. Good enough. I just finished scuffing that one. Those cross hatch marks. Also have got my fingerprints in there, so that's the importance of having that wax and grease removed done before you do any painting. Still have to get this off some kind of way. May run the risk of breaking this bolt out, but then we have two others that we can put in, so that should be fine. We're gonna get it out. So I want it to look good. Can't do all that hard work for nothing. Just to leave that little rust area right there. All right, so now we're coming right back to wiping this out. And then we'll treat it with that self-etching. Let it sit for a good 45 minutes. Then we'll spray that sandable prime on it. Let it sit for about an hour. See, it's getting a lot of that rust out that we left over. So I'm gonna use one of my microfiber cloth, wipe it out. All right, so let's wipe it out now. All right. A lot of it came out, a lot of it broke up, which is good either way. We're gonna put some wax and grease remover on it. I'm gonna throw that towel away. Get your brand new one. All right, so we'll go wax and grease remover, then we'll go with the self-etching, if needed. See, a lot of this right here, we don't need it. We didn't get any bare metal except in here. So only the bare metal spots we'll spray and come back with that sample primer on top of those self-etching primer spots. We won't spray the whole thing with no primer. All right, so let me prime these spots and I'll cut you right back on. All right, YouTube, so we done scuffed that white area here that we got that rust out of. Then scuffed it with the red scotch. So now we're gonna work this deck lid. First, I'm gonna put look at that DA. Go around these edges right here with approximately 80. Let's get this rust out. Just around those edges. Then we're gonna self-etch those edges all the way around. Then we're gonna put that 320 on that DA. We're gonna do a lot of this flat ones, make it quicker. A lot of this flat, I'm gonna put the interface pad on it also. That way I can get some of this rust out here. And then we'll lightly scuff it with this red scotch. And then that will be ready to go to the vehicle, do the inside of the trunk, and we're ready to paint. I got both fenders on the same one right here. We'll paint both of those at the same time also. We'll be ready to go. All right, so let me get everything set up on that DA, and we'll cut you on. YouTube, I just cut my job in half, basically. Put that 320 on there. Got it some good scratches in it. Plus I got a few rust spots that need to come out of it. Or that bare metal is pretty much the rust spots. I got one there that I'm just go ahead and put that red scuff pad on it. So right now I'm gonna red scuff pad it off. So it took me probably about 10 minutes total for this. When by hand it probably took me about 30 minutes with that scuff pad. But I'm gonna go over it lightly. That'll be done. We'll go out to the car, do it, and clean up everything, wax and grease remove, and we're ready to spray. So that's what y'all waiting on, so we're gonna get to it. We ain't gonna prolong it, alright? Alright, so we get that red scuff pad real quick, and we just go over everything. Alright. Alright, so we got this whole hood right here ready to go. We wanna spray it off some more. We done cleaned up the shop a little bit. We gotta get the air hose in here and blow out the rest of this dust. Gonna blow it out probably twice. Got those inner fender wells ready. Deck lid about 95% ready. We'll re-scratch it with that red scuff pad again. And then we'll wipe everything off. It's time to paint. So right now we're gonna clean up one of my guns. Probably gonna spray that base coat with that high volume, low pressure gun. And then we use this brand new Black Widow. We use it to spray the clear with it. All right, so let me get this gun clean. Finish cleaning the shop up. We'll close those doors and we'll get ready to go out and match the car with plastic and prep that deck lid itself. All right. All right, YouTube, let's get it. So we're gonna wax and grease remove real quick. I'm gonna cut that fan off so I can get a little heat in here. Right now I got this thermometer checking the temperature on the panel. 64, so that's good enough. 67, yeah. That's typically what I wanted is about 70. So if I turn that fan off, it'll heat up a little more. All right, so I'm gonna shut this fan off. Got two guns. I got my regular gun. Like I said, I'm gonna use that Spectrum backup gun if I need it. And then I'm gonna spray that clear with that Black Widow. All right, so right now, like I said, wax and grease remove. We're gonna mix this paint up over there. And then we're gonna start spraying. All right, let me set you down where you can see pretty much the process on this wax and grease remove. We're gonna remove all the wax off all panels, then we'll come back with a clean towel and wipe it all back down and then blow it off and we'll crank up that paint. All right, so I got 2 coats only. So what I'm finna do now, I'm finna hook up that Black Widow spray gun. I'm gonna spray 3 coats of clear on it. Simply because we're probably gonna put 4 on here, just in case I may, depending on how it looks, may want to cut and buff a little bit on that there. So this won't be a show car, none of that. So basically I'm just gonna get in it and drive it around. That blue one I got probably gonna be more of a show car, maybe, and street cars with. Right, so we're gonna set you down. We're gonna run that clear. Take a look at it. Like I said, we'll go 3 coats on it. Put a 4th from there. All right. I don't know if you can really see that color in there. It looks almost white on this camera, but a grayish white, but it's actually from a 57 Chevy Bel Air. It's called Surf Blue. All right, let's get this clear. Stir it up and put it in the gun. All right, right now just 2 coats clear on it. We'll put that 3rd one on. Look pretty good. No runs at all, which is pretty hot in here, but it's a good thing. Then too, I don't have that fluid all the way up on that gun either. No runs on that either. None here. what I'm gonna do, hopefully I don't get myself in trouble, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn that fluid open in half. I want a little more wetness right up in here. I want a little more mirror to it. All right, so we're gonna put that third coat on, and we'll look at it again. It should be done. All right, got 3 coats of clear on. Look a lot better. Look a lot better. Still couldn't get that thing off. You gotta dig deep and come up with a game plan. Might spray some rust reform on it that I can paint over it. Same way with that core support too. That's why it's not in the video. I spray some of that on there. Get off in those grooves that I really can't get to with a grinder, drill, or anything like that on it. All right, so we're gonna wrap up that video, this video right here. I said I was gonna paint the inside of the engine bay also, but I'm gonna paint that when I paint the car. So that way I don't have to worry about taping that part up only just to paint the vehicle. When I get ready to paint, I can just paint it and then flip those over and paint those in here. I don't have to worry about putting that back on the car. Kind of make that process a lot shorter. Flip that over also, paint it in here. And put that back on the vehicle and paint that deck lid top of it. All right. Until next time, YouTube, keep painting.